it. Oh.
Yes, that's pretty much how it'll be for the whole thing.
Stop. Look at him. He's just a baby.
And look at you.
I'm just a baby.
You are a
Baby.
tall baby.
I am. He's also a freaking tall baby.
You know, on his hind legs, he's
Tall.
about 4.5 feet tall.
Damn.
Yeah, you can
That's pretty tall.
you can slow dance with him.
Oh, I like to do that with my dog.
This is Benee. She has a new album out called You're an Angel, I'm Just Particles.
That's freaking right, dude.
Great to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
That's, you know what, I'm going to remember that.
It's so funny.
You say that often.
I say it a couple of times, but I say it genuinely. Like if something's a chore, I'm not going to say always a pleasure.
Okay. Well, then I am honored and humbled for you to say that to me.
Well, of course.
It's been a number
Thank
of
you.
years.
I know.
think, like
you
we
saw
were
me when I was a
saying.
fetus.
A fetus, a literal fetus. Just
Floating around in the womb.
almost as small as this guy.
Just a
When
little
he was
bit
a little
smaller than him.
fetus.
When you were a
Yeah,
little
now look
tiny
at you.
fetus. Little tiny fetus in a womb. I'm like,
We're doing this in LA, and you are now a resident here.
I know,
How do you like it?
dude. I like it.
How long has it been?
This is coming up to my 3rd year.
Wow,
Yeah.
time flies.
Dude, time flies when you're busy. And it was definitely for the best. Yeah, LA is just so limitless, you know, with collaborators and just every kind of creative you could think of. It's pretty inspiring to be in a place where there's just so many people, you know, who you can work with and just talk to. It's pretty cool.
And you had been here a few times before that anyway, so you had some semblance of an idea of what's going on. And
Exactly. I got to test the water, come for a... Sorry, my instant reaction is to kiss the dog. I'm like, I shouldn't do that.
He will take all the kisses in the world from you.
I should stop kissing animals though. It's like you know when people like kiss your dog and you're like,
No,
can you not kiss my dog?
that's totally
Anyways.
fine. It's not a human baby.
That's true.
That'd be a little different if it was a human baby.
That is different.
Yeah.
I won't be doing that. But, oh my gosh, literally think I've got undiagnosed ADD. What were we talking about?
Living in LA.
Living in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to kind of test the waters, come over and do writing sessions and stuff, and I like it. I like it.
What's the most LA thing that you do today that you were like, you know
Oh my
what, that's
God.
so LA?
Dude, well, it's funny you should say that because I just watched that like LA show. That,
Oh,
like,
I love LA.
It's so, and I was like, fuck, I'm the stereotype. I literally go to Canyon Coffee, which they had in it. I saw that there was like Tenants of the Trees, which is this nightclub that I used to go to the first year I was here. I was like, oh gosh, here I go again. And then I also go to Pilates.
But that's a
I was
California
like,
thing,
you
I feel.
joking me? And I live in the east side. So I'm a stereotype. I'm like, oh my God.
You go to the west side pretending,
Dude.
and then go back to your little bungalow on the east side.
Oh yeah. And it's nice. No, it is nice. I love LA, I think.
Did you wild out first year or so? You just mentioned clubbing. I feel like you would have been like, this is my college experience in a way. Like, I'm going to live it up.
Dude, I wish I went to college. Kind of.
You were planning to go to college, right? Or actually, you took a first semester or something like that.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. What is going on? What is going on?
It's hard being a big dog on a couch. But, oh my God. I feel like being in the States and going to college is so different because you've got like the college culture, which I mean is like good and bad, I guess. I've only heard like nightmare stories and also like really fun stories. So, I mean, I feel like I missed out on that. But then coming to LA and definitely, you know, kind of just being in a place that I don't know that much about and meeting people that I had never met before, I guess in that way, it's kind of like going to college because you're like, oh,
yeah.
got to make friends. But yeah.
But I mean, you're also the same age as those people, so it's
Yes.
not like you were out of place. I'm sure you probably
true.
randomly hit up some impromptu college parties and things like that.
Nah.
No.
Do you mean when I was in New Zealand?
No, here.
Nah. Because everyone had finished college 3 years ago. Because I'm 25.
No, you're not. Police. You look like you're 21.
I'm freaking 25, dude. I'm freaking 25.
She's having an existential crisis right now on
25,
camera
24, 23,
as Paxton
22.
is literally crawling away from you.
Look, he's like, this girl
25?
has weird energy that I am not going to be near. It's okay. I'm not that weird.
Not that weird, but just weird enough. That's what people love about you. That's what I love about you.
Thank you. It's
No,
like,
but really, you didn't migrate to those of the same age range, and I'm going to USC. Come along.
no, because everyone here when I moved here who was my age was 22.
Oh,
So it's kind of post.
well, there's some people that do the 5-year, 6-year, 7-year program.
I was always thinking I would do that. Or like go and do OE and then go back.
Don't be jealous.
I'm so, look at him. He's just with his favorite person.
I was gonna say, he was like, she was being weird for a minute.
She freaked me out and I'm just gonna
Shuffle
over here.
Rest over here.
Dude, but nah, that would actually be kind of fun if people were still in college when I moved here. Anyway.
Was there a humbling experience? Usually when people move to a new city and they don't know many people and they don't know their way around.
Yep. There were a lot of humbling experiences.
Anything that sticks out
What was
that you can share?
That I can share. What was humbling? Humbling. I don't know if it's like really, I don't know if this is that relevant or that humbling, but I guess it did kind of humble me. I moved into this apartment that just, when it rained, it just flooded everywhere.
Oh my God.
On my kitchen, like on my table, on the heater. I was like, damn, I really moved to LA and this is how I'm living right now. It was crazy, bro.
Wow,
like,
that's like the
hello?
that's a picture
Hello?
of a struggling artist. but-
Dude, I know. Well, I mean, yeah, I've definitely felt like more like that being here than in New Zealand, you know? You feel more of the grind, like you have a lot to do,
Yeah.
which I think is good.
It's a little different than moving to New York where people don't even care.
Yes.
Out here, people care and
Yep.
want to know who you are and what level you're at and how they
There's a lot
how
of
they
that.
can take advantage of you.
Exactly. I think that I felt a lot of that in the first couple of years, and that's what made me start to hibernate, I think.
You had a different reaction than one might expect out of COVID and the pandemic. I remember you speaking about it and sharing your thoughts about how you were kind of freaked out
Yeah.
about that whole situation.
Yeah, man.
And then you moved to a bigger metropolis
I
as
know.
opposed to staying on your tiny little island.
I know, dude. Now I think if there's like a zombie apocalypse, I'm gonna die because I'm in the hub.
Yeah.
I'm not on the island that is always like not on the map in like apocalypse movies.
Right.
I'm in the hub.
How did you overcome those fears?
Dude, I don't even know.
Was it just the passion for the art that you were like, I don't care.
think it was-
If I live for another 2 years, at least I gave it a go.
I think it was a combination of that and therapy. I was like, you know what? Got to go out and seize the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I think that traveling makes you gain so much insight, and just living somewhere else, you gain such a different perspective of the world. And so, yeah, I think in a way I was living in a bit of a bubble, which is really nice. You know, I think
Yeah.
a lot of people, that's kind of where they want to be for their whole life. And if I wasn't doing music, I probably would be living in a bubble.
In New Zealand.
Yeah, I love New Zealand.
Yeah.
It's like such a nice country.
But in many regards, once you're in the grind and you are immersed in it so much, you're like, I just got to get away. And you find your own little pocket of Southern California.
Exactly.
You can go to Dana Point, you can go somewhere and just be living your life. And
It's
then,
true. Dip out,
yeah,
go on a road trip to the beach,
yeah.
Big
to
Sur.
San Francisco.
go to San Francisco. It's so nice there.
Yeah.
This man is literally, look, he's posing for the camera.
I think, I don't know
What are you
what is
doing?
going on.
Look at your little paws.
His paws are literally
That's so
hanging.
funny. That's so funny, doggy.
It's really interesting that we're talking about this because one
Uh-huh.
of the tracks on the new album, congrats on that,
Thanks, man.
Animal kind of speaks to living in LA and this anonymity or not, having the
Yep.
same level of recognition as others or that others expect out of you. That's so autobiographical.
Totally did.
Was that just sitting around for ages? And
Nah. I made that maybe a year or just under a year ago. But definitely, yeah, as a result of moving here even just traveling in an airplane and like looking out the window and, you know, when you just zoom out of everything and then you see how small everything is. I think I was kind of extremely existential in that week that I was writing it, and I was just like, no one even cares about me. Like, what am I doing? But then it was also just like, who cares? You know, like, it doesn't actually matter. So, I don't know. It's just like this cycle of obsession and like my mind.
I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, regardless if they're in the music industry or a part of celebrity culture, because of social media. Everybody is now growing up on TikTok or influenced by TikTok and saying, I'm going to become an influencer. Don't you know who I am? There's a dad in Milwaukee or Wisconsin or something along those lines.
Who is he?
And he's teasing his daughters by making TikToks and embarrassing them, and now is like a viral star. He has 200,000 followers and growing.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's quite insane. I should have become an influencer first.
No, you shouldn't have.
Now all the like biggest musicians are were influencers and now are doing music. I'm like, I did it the wrong way round.
You're doing it for the right reason.
Now I've been peer pressured to make TikToks. I'm like, got this all, anyways.
The irony.
Oh, the irony. You know how long it took me to get a TikTok?
Please.
I should have just hopped onto it straight away. I was so anti. I was like, what is this app? It's going to make me a zag. But now it's just like, doesn't even matter.
Isn't it ironic that you're saying this, but then also it's tying back to our first encounter. You were opening for Conan Gray in 2019.
Yeah.
I tell the story to everybody. It was December of 2019 you were opening. And I was already onto your music, and I was like, I got to talk to Stella. And we had a great conversation, talked to your mom, so forth and so on. And I pointed out Super Lonely. I was like, please, let's talk about this, right? Fast forward 3 months later.
Dude.
Boom, 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 boom. Addison Rae dancing, Charlie D'Amelio dancing, and so forth and so on.
Crazy.
And you just mentioned how you hate TikTok. You didn't even have a TikTok, and you were kind of...
I should have.
Right?
Should have seized the
moment. And you weren't dancing or anything else.
I was anti-dancing. I was like, I cannot dance. But I don't know.
Reflecting on that, that's 5-6 years later now.
I know. It's actually so insane. But it's good to reflect, you know? All you can do is reflect and not regret. Just wonder if you had done something differently, would it make any difference? Probably not. Maybe though.
Well, you don't know. You just said if you were an influencer. So if you were like, no, I'm about the music, I'm assuming now, right? I'm about the music. This is my art. I'm not dancing. If you didn't do that, it might not have come off as authentic.
That is true. That is true. And I'm just like, even when I make TikToks now, I still feel kind of awkward. I feel like people can see it. And I'm like, bro, look, I'm just trying to write songs here. I'm just trying to make it.
Yeah. How do you grapple with that identity now?
How do I grapple
6
with
years, 5 years later? Actually, 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. It's crazy. I don't know.
Because you were 20, like you said, you're 25 now.
I was a baby.
And so receiving that attention obviously was overwhelming, and you were still figuring yourself out. Now at 25, you might be better equipped to handle that type of attention.
Maybe I can get that attention now. Maybe I'm ready for it.
Are you?
I don't know.
What type of influencer would you strive to be?
I don't know.
I see you do a lot of fit type of TikToks and fashion type of things.
That's kind of fun. I like doing videos on tour. Like my makeup. I like watching makeup videos. I wouldn't do it, but I like watching extraction videos.
Is that something that you have more interest in, that you think you'll dip your toe into?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that as I've grown and over even just the past 5 years, I've realized that, even stuff like fashion, even things like dancing, and incorporating all these different elements into the world, I feel are just ways that you can further, express what you're trying to say. So I think that it's a fun way to just think, why not just do it all, dude. Do it all.
How much of that was part of your mindset coming into making the material on this album? Because Cinnamon, you talk about dancing.
Yep.
That
I
is
freaking do.
that is fire,
Thank you.
and so fit for some viral TikToks.
Oh, you reckon?
I reckon. What was the process in putting that song together?
That song was basically about the move to LA and feeling overwhelmed and, kind of feeling a bit lost. But then also coming to this weird, like, sense of peace, knowing that it just is what it is, and you just have to roll with the wave.
What were your expectations moving here? I feel like with the notoriety, the attention, but then also the cautiousness that you felt, or apprehensiveness, there's this mix of feelings, right? Because people come to LA to live out their dreams. I'm going to be the next big thing and so forth.
Does.
But you were already on the way because you had a notch under your belt.
A little notch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You do realize that everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people, you know, in this industry here are doing it and trying to do the same thing. So it's interesting to, like, be around those people. And some of them are fucking crazy. I'm like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
People warned me about that, and I got here and I was like, ooh-dee-doo-dee-doo. And then there'd be a couple of people where I'm like, oh my gosh, someone warn me about this kind of person?
Yep, and this is real life.
It's real life. It's pretty crazy because I feel in New Zealand, if someone's a weirdo, like, everyone knows they're a weirdo, you know? But here, someone can quite frankly, like, bounce around to different, like, parts of the town because California's so freaking huge, or go to New York and start a new life everywhere, you know?
And a new identity and
Exactly. It's freaky. I'm sorry, but if you're a freak, stay your freak ass inside.
But I'm sure you felt some comfort as well because being an artist, being who you are, you probably stand out a little more in New Zealand versus here where it's like, well, there's Stella, she's doing her thing.
It's pretty nice because, I mean, in New Zealand it is so small, you know, like any person who's like, even if you're on TV, you're like, you know, you're like an A-lister celebrity in New Zealand. But then you move to LA and it's quite nice to just blend in and I found it pretty nice. I don't like the idea of like, having to go around and people always recognize you. I'm like, if there was a way to do the music thing and obviously not show your face, that'd be kind of sick, which is like what Sia did, or Marshmello.
Right.
I should have done that.
Maynard James Keenan of Tool has been doing it for 30 years.
It's a pretty sick thing. Horse Girl?
Horse Girl?
Love her. Don't know what she looks like. A horse. But no, I think it's cool. And it is kind of fun to, like, you know, see or meet lots of artists that you've been friends with online for forever, you know, and just meeting other artists. I think that's also been really fun because obviously I have a community of people that I know in New Zealand, but then moving here, it's like, you know, there are people from Canada, there are people from like Germany. It's kind of crazy, like everywhere.
You worked with you worked with quite a few people that have some recognition on this album. And what's curious is that you have a video with Pink Pantheress, but people weren't very clear that it's actually her that is.
I know, they hit me with this sounds like Pink Pantheress.
Right.
You know, when people are like, this sounds like a Dua Lipa song.
Right.
You're like,
If only they knew. How did you meet her?
That was very fun. I met her through a good friend, which is nice because it's like a nice group of people in LA that we've just ended up, you know, kind of being in the same circle. But no, I really like Pink. She's a really funny, sick person and obviously just makes really, really fucking sick music, you know, and all her visuals are really cool, but that was the only feature on the album, which is crazy. Because my last album I was like, feature. I love features, you know, and now everyone's doing like the remix albums.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I want to do a remix album.
And then the deluxe. And
I know.
Let's add so-and-so on here.
I know. I do love a deluxe.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
We'll see, though. We'll see.
So
We'll see.
aside from particles, there'll be some atoms and
Maybe.
molecules. Ooh.
Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus. There's sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium. That's all I know.
Oh, I thought you were going to do the whole periodic table.
I'm fucking dead.
What a nerd.
Dude, no.
I'm not surprised.
What?
I am not surprised.
The hell? That's my party trick.
You are fun at parties, I'm sure.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes. This album took a little time to put this together, and we just talked about the experience of moving here and things like that. So, basically, an encapsulation of these last 3 years, I take it.
Pretty much, and just kind of growing up and waking up. I think that's really what it is. Kind of exploring this world, and then also just feeling isolated growing up, and kind of just being here with my thoughts that are big thoughts, big questions, very existential. I just cannot help but wonder, like, what we're all here for. I guess I'm quite fascinated by just like space and the stars.
You think there's life
Definitely.
on other planets?
I don't know if it's anything we could like see or talk to.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
It could be anything.
Every human obviously naturally thinks that, the other life form will be somewhat like us, physically visible, audible, and so forth, that we can touch. I think they're among us.
Right? It could just be particles.
Yeah.
It's literally like zoom into your finger and there are little things living on there. That shit is disgusting. I'm like, are you joking me?
I'm surprised you're not in a hazmat suit right now.
I know. Well, yeah. Exactly.
I don't want to.
I do have OCD, so I am hyper about that, but I also am not. It's gross.
Did the pandemic kind of exacerbate that? Or was that something that was kind of living within you already, and then it kind of mushroomed?
It was definitely living within me already. Like, I grew up, once I had someone tell me, don't share water, you might get meningococcal B.
Oh my gosh.
So every time someone asked me to share some of my drink, I'd be like, no, you might get meningococcal B. But now I'm way more chillaxed.
That's what living in LA will do to you.
Might be the Lexapro, but like, it's probably also the fucking living in LA. I'm like, I don't care.
Because growing up,
I'm breathing in the dirt.
Asian people are like this. My mother was the same way.
Yeah.
Don't share drinks with people. Wash your hands.
I think it's good.
Fist bump people.
I get that, because also people are dirty.
Yeah, they are.
Like, some people don't wash their hands.
Why do you think we don't wear shoes in the house?
Exactly, we don't wear shoes in my house either.
Yeah.
I think good hygiene is very important, because also I get sick so easily. It's not really related to the album at all, but
it is.
I just like get so scared, and people go out and just, I hate when someone pretends they're not sick.
Oh my God, yes.
And they go out. I'm like, would you just tell me that you've got a fucking cold?
Right. Or not only that, see, you're not a 9-to-5er, but there are people that'll come into the office and are like, I'm not sick.
Dude. It's like
why did you do this?
I know. It's like when I sit next to someone on the plane who's got a dusty cough, and I'm like, that's disgusting, and I'm going to get sick now.
That's right.
Anyways, it is just a human thing. But
It is.
What are we?
Particles.
We are literally particles and stardust.
That's right.
That is the craziest thing, and I think that, going back to the question, that's what this album is all about, not knowing the answers to these huge questions that I have, and just kind of navigating my way through life, puzzling everything together that I just have no actual, sense of, in a way. But I think that that's such a lucky thing about being creative, is that you just have so much time to wonder. We can just think about this every day.
Yeah.
We don't have to go and do this all day and not have time to think about this. So that's something that I feel very grateful for. I feel very blessed to be able to think my crazy thoughts and then write about them.
The title of the album is very Benee coded.
Yes.
You're an angel.
I wrote it.
You're an angel. I'm just particles.
Yep. It's got that self-deprecating.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was this a love note that you sent to someone?
It was a lyric that I wrote. Actually, I don't think it was a love song necessarily. It was more, I was kind of writing this demo with Josh Fountain, who I feel like we talked about him when we first met, because I made all my early music with him. But yeah, it was just like a demo that I was writing. I think about probably just feeling like sad or something. And I just remember writing it and then having the demo for a while and then just like going back to that line and thinking, that's actually a really good bar. You know, how can I bring that into something else? And maybe it's that I will maybe one day release a song or whatever. And then when it came to coming up with the name for the album, I just thought that it perfectly kind of captures the childlike wonder part of the album, where I'm kind of just, you know, I'm like, I like to look at the world in a lens that, you know, it's kind of bubbly and fun and cute, and also how a child, you know, knows the world as they don't know, you know? And I think that's a really fun way to live, because it's like, dang, they don't know anything.
Yeah, yeah.
They're just trotting around picking daisies at the park.
That's right.
Like, life is a beach. And I think that that's kind of that half where it's kind of more ethereal in the angel part of it, and then the particles part, I think, is the more existential science. Makes me think of space part. You know, when I think of particles, I'm like, oh, that's the nitty gritty,
Yeah.
you know? So I thought it kind of perfectly put those two worlds together.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And it's a lot different than your debut project, where it was, I don't know, it definitely speaks to 25-year-old Benee now.
Yep.
Versus younger Benee before, right?
I was a bit younger and dumber when I made Hey UX. I look back at it now, I'm like, oh my God, I was such a petty teenager.
Why do you say dumber?
I don't know, I was just like, you know, writing songs like...
Snail is still a banger.
I like Snail. No one freaking liked Snail. I'm
Please,
like,
this is why we get along.
see, right? And I was literally writing about there being a snail infestation at my parents' house. So I think I was just a bit younger and dumber. I was just like...
Well, that's what we all were at that age.
Right, it's just a little timestamp.
Yeah.
I've matured.
Yeah.
Right?
You've lived a little life.
I've lived a little life.
And a lot more to go.
I feel a bit wiser. Feel a bit more spiritual. I think that's maybe something that LA does to you.
There's a lot that LA will do to you.
I go to yoga and I say namaste, and I don't know why, I just love saying namaste.
How many trips to the Joshua Tree have you taken? Aha, see? Oh, I thought you were going to hold up two hands.
No, only two.
Only two?
I do love it there. It's beautiful. It was kind of freaky though when I went last time, because there wasn't a fence at the Airbnb that I stayed at. So I was like, I could just get kidnapped by a country man. I was like, nah, get me out of here. But it's pretty cool.
No, you talk about getting spiritual and whatnot. A lot of people go out into the middle of nowhere like Joshua Tree and get their spiritualness on.
Right?
Yeah.
See, I'm a stereotype.
I mean, you were only there twice, so I don't know how much of a stereotype you are. I'm saying people will go on a regular basis.
And do shrooms.
Do shrooms and write a bang, knock out a whole double album.
That's true. But I think, exactly, making an album there would be awesome, because that landscape is so surreal. You know, it's so dramatic and vast. I don't know, I have been in a desert like that, kind of, in Queenstown of New Zealand, which is like snowy in the winter, and then and obviously in summer it's really dry and like beige. But I don't know, there's something different about the rocks there. That there's like a rock that we went to the where was it? Joshua Tree, like National Park. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. There was a rock that looked like a man sitting down. And then you looked at like the history on the plaques that was talking about how like Indigenous people that lived there would use the caves and make fires and stuff. And I was like, fuck.
Wow.
Dude, I wouldn't last a day in the desert. I'm like,
do you not know how to make a fire out of 2 sticks?
Not 2 sticks. Give me a lighter. Give me a freaking lighter. I'm pretty good in
You can't take the shoelaces off and start...
I think I'd be okay. I think I would actually be able to be in maybe not though, maybe not.
You'd still have to forage for water and things like that to be able to survive.
I wouldn't like to
in a
kill an
desert.
animal. That's where I'd be. That's where I'd flop. I've thought about it.
There's only so much vegetation in the desert.
Dude, I know, literally.
I don't know how you're going to squeeze the juice out of a cactus.
Dude, I'd have to start eating rabbits.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Out of all the animals to pick,
Dude.
you couldn't pick a squirrel or a raccoon or a scorpion or...
They're so much cuter. Ooh, a scorpion?
I don't know.
Actually, people eat scorpions.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I
They'd
said
probably
that.
be kind of nice. Just a little crunchy.
They fry them up and...
Why does that sound not that bad though? A little bug.
I don't know. It's like somewhere in like Thailand or Vietnam.
Right?
Things,
A little
so.
like scorpion on the stick.
Yeah.
It sounds, I still have to go to Thailand.
There's plenty of time.
Dude, I know. I want to do a tour of Asia.
I'm surprised you... Hey, wait a second. You know, during our first chat, you spoke about Japan.
Yep. And I went to Japan.
I was going to say, you went.
I played Fuji Rock.
How was that? Did it live up to the hype?
It was magical.
Fulfill all your dreams?
Oh, it's still one of my favorite places I've ever been.
Yeah.
And that festival was magical. It was in, like, obviously right beside Mount Fuji, this massive mountain. And it was just so green and lush and quite humid. And there were giant dragonflies everywhere. And they would land on my hand. I felt like a princess.
Wow.
I was like, oh my gosh, what the fuck?
This is a fairy tale.
Dude, honestly, I want to go. I want to play that festival again though, because I was like, wait, I did not realize how many like old Japanese men rock with fucking Benee music. There was like, the crowd was actually huge. I was like, come on guys, let's freaking go, dudes. It was so much fun. I love Japan. And then
awesome.
I went to Seoul as well. That was the only other part of Asia that I've toured in so far yet.
So far, right?
Yes,
right.
yeah, but South Korea is beautiful as well. That was like, I was just like, wow, I can't believe I'm here right now. It's so crazy. I'm just like, I just love being able to travel for work. It's like awesome.
Speaking of, you've been on some really awesome tours.
Some pretty fun tours.
Wallows,
Oh, love
Tate
all of-
McRae,
Exactly.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Insane.
What? I mean, we met during Conan Gray way back when, before he started to be
Thank you,
Conan
Conan.
Gray, right?
I know, he's great too. They're
Well,
all,
what have these experiences been like? How has it helped shape your opinion about life, your career, and touring, and your live shows, and all that?
it's pretty fun. I do like a support tour. I think you learn a lot on them, you know. They can be quite humbling, speaking of humbling, because, you know, you're put in front of a crowd who doesn't know your music, maybe doesn't want to listen to your music. So it's like, it's just part of the job, you know. But I think that there's something really nice about that challenge as well, because you're kind of just like, well, I'm here, I'm playing these shows, and I get to support this sick artist. So it's very cool. And yeah, I think that the culture around being an artist, or no, being an audience watching a support act, I think people are starting to talk about it, about like, you know, like being respectful of people opening, because I remember watching like a James Blake show in New Zealand, and Conor Mockasin played, and everyone was talking the whole time, and I just remember being like, oh my God, this is so fucking rude. Like, it's Conor Mockasin. Conor Mockasin. And anyways, like James Blake posted about it, and I don't know, I think it's just happened for so long, but I think people are like slowly realizing that it's not that kosher to just like disrespect, blatantly disrespect someone doing their job, you know, and like, I don't know. But all of those artists that I opened for, you know, had such a different thing going on, you know, so it's super inspiring in that way. The Wallows boys, we became really close with. They're all obsessed with Catan. Now we play Catan. It's like, that was really fun and more of like a bro hang, and Tate McRae is obviously just so extremely talented and does the dancing and has this crazy production, so that seeing that was super inspiring, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start dancing. And then, you know, like Olivia, she's just like so lovely, so deeply like genuine and kind, and I think that, yeah, getting to only hanging out with her a couple of times, but like her being so genuine was like, I don't know, that was so, I don't know, it was kind of eye-opening to me, because I was like, dang, like there are like artists who are that big who are just such good people, you know, so that was really, really nice to do that. There was only 8 shows, and I was like, I love her.
What did you take away from their performances that you think that you might infuse into your live shows that you have coming up in 2026?
Damn. Well, I guess it's all so dependent on like the size of the stages and stuff. But eventually I would love to have a couple of dancers and be able to build a really, really crazy set. But I am in the talks of stage design right now, which I think is a really exciting part of it. Being able to get people to kind of feel immersed in the world. So I think it'll be a lot of fun next year.
Okay.
I'm so excited to go and tour. It's been a long time.
It has been.
Since it's been my own tour.
Yeah.
And it's so different playing to people who want to be there for you, you know? It's like, it's just different.
I mean, just based on the album title alone, I can just imagine these dancing atoms and clouds.
Dude, right? It's like limitless for what I could do.
Yeah. And like I said, Cinnamon is a banger that you can
Thank you.
dance to, and there's right, Vegas is fun and so forth. Demons, love it. Princess, obviously. What's an interesting song, and this is like a 25-year-old living life and going through various experiences, but Heaven is a very, I feel, sentimental song.
It is.
And something that a lot of people can relate to.
Exactly.
Dealing with loss. And I'm sorry for your loss.
No, it's okay. Everyone loses someone.
Everyone does, yeah.
That's what, I think writing that, like, really, I kind of wrote it and I was like, dang, it's gonna be so relatable. Everyone deals with losing someone, you know? Which is such a strange thing, that it's just like what we get used to, you know? Or like you just get used to, well, not used to, but you kind of, well, I guess you do kind of get used to.
You do get used to it.
You just like carry on, you know?
Right.
It's quite odd, I don't know, I feel, especially like Heaven, obviously I wrote it about when I lost my granddad, and I feel I had only really lost other family members when I was younger. So I think that losing someone when I was a little bit older, it kind of just hit different, because I was like, damn, like, I'm thinking about it and I'm just, you know, I was close to him, and when I think about him, I just have all of these memories, and I'm like, dang, it's such a strange thing that I'll never see him again. Or maybe I will. But we never know, like, I don't even know. But then I think just Heaven is such a nice thought. And that's what, you know, I have like a couple of cousins that I've lost, and I feel, you know, whenever I talk to my auntie about it, she's like, well, they're waiting for me in heaven. And I'm like, oh, I love that. It's so like, such a beautiful belief, you know? And I would say I'm pretty agnostic. Like, I went to a religious school and we learned about world religion and everything, and I'm like, I'm neither this or that, but I'm like, I love whatever anyone believes in. I think is like, it's really beautiful that, you know, we can all just feel that way or believe in whatever. It's like, it's nice to think that there's something, yeah.
I feel like that's one of your most cathartic songs. Others with the relationships, like, you know, if we just pick Super Lonely, for example, you're poking fun at yourself, you're being sarcastic, and you carry that in other songs as well. Even on this album. But that one I feel really sticks out because it's so genuine and there's no fooling around. Yeah. It feels good to do that, because often I am just like, you know, a bit silly, which is like kind of annoying. You? Silly? Dude. Come on now. You're the most serious person I know. Dude, shut up. Golly. But, oh my gosh. But you know what I mean? Like, I'll always just like joke about something deep, but then it's nice to just be sad and deep and then just not actually like be immature about it. Is that like your defense mechanism, making jokes? Probably, I think so. And in serious moments and things? I think so, yeah. Like if you're going through a breakup, you'll just like, you receive the information and then you'll make a joke about it. I'm a comedian when I'm depressed. I'm not depressed. I'm surprised you haven't put out more comedic material, because... Dude, no. I'm not that funny though. I feel like people more laugh at me. No. Yep. No, I don't think so. They do. They freaking do, dude. Who's laughing at you? Dude. I need a list. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh, fuck, man. It's really great to see you again. Likewise. Really appreciate the time. Congrats on the album. Cheers to the album. You're welcome for the beverage. It's Benee, right here on B-Sides. This is social media content, by the way. And this is a vanilla latte by Slate. It's very tasty. It's nice. Quite honestly. Cheers to that. It tastes like protein.